everyone, welcome to ACE Online, and I am back with a series of 1000+ questions based on quant and the reasoning. So the questions that we are going to discuss in today's sessions are from IBPS clerk mains. The questions of today's sessions are from IBPS clerk mains examination, and yes, these sessions are beneficial for all those students who are preparing for any competitive exam where there is a section of these two topics, right? And if you know such persons who are preparing for such competitive exams, if we talk about the specific name, then if anyone is preparing for railway examinations, banking level examinations, some SSC board based examinations, some central state based examination, some technical based examination as well, where these two sections are available, then these sessions are very beneficial for you. So don't forget to share the link of this particular video with your group, with your family member, with your friends, whoever preparing for such competitive exams, right? So without wasting much more time, let's start our today's session and let's see what kind of questions we are having and how we are going to deal with them. So this is the very first question, and the question is saying that the mainly questions that we are having in our session from the reasoning department are from the critical reasoning, right? The questions that we are having in today's sessions are mainly from the critical reasoning portion, right? Okay, first question. In each question below is given a statement followed by two assumptions numbered 1 and 2nd. An assumption is something supposed or taken for granted. You have to consider the statement and the following assumptions and decide which of the assumption is implicit in the statements, right? This is the direction that we are having for the word assumption, right? Now these are the options we are having. Clear? Now this is the very first statement of our today's session, and the question is saying that the General Administration Department has issued a circular to all the employees, information them that henceforth the employees can avail the lunch break at any of the half an hour slot between 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. This is a statement. Now according to this statement, what we have to do? We have to read these assumptions. This is my assumption number 1 and this is my assumption number 2. Now accordingly I have to check which assumption is implicating these statements over here. A very good evening, Chandrasekhar. Now just simply read this particular question and let me know what answer you people are getting. It's a very easy one. All you need to understand is, first you need to understand the statement, and after that only you can easily able to check the assumptions over here. So what answer you people are getting? Any one of you in the comment section. It's a very easy one. It's a normal English. We need to understand the language and accordingly we need to check the assumptions. Today's session is going to be in bilingual, in Hindi and English both. So if you know anyone who is going to study all these topics in Hindi, then you can refer this session to that students also. Very good, Ganesh. Let's see. So the translation or the meaning of this particular statement is very simple. The statement is saying that General Administration ने एक यहाँ पे क्या निकाला है, एक सर्कुलर निकाला है जिसमें कहा गया है कि जितने भी एम्प्लॉयज़ इस पूरे डिपार्टमेंट में हैं वो 1 PM to 2:30 PM के बीच में कभी भी हाफ एन आवर का स्लॉट एज अ लंच ब्रेक ले सकते हैं. दिस इज द ब्रीफ meaning of this particular statement. Now what we have to do? We just simply need to check the assumption. First assumption, the employee may welcome the decision and avail lunch break at different time slots. Yes, we can say that because as there is availability. अब जब भी हमें भूख लगी है इस टाइम पीरियड के अकॉर्डिंग हम लंच कर सकते हैं. तो क्या ये सोच के हमारे जो डिपार्टमेंट ने उन्होंने ये सर्कुलर नोटिस इशू किया होगा? हाँ. तो इसे क्या एम्प्लॉय एक्सेप्ट करेंगे? हाँ बिल्कुल. अगर मुझे यहाँ पे मेरे फिक्स्ड लंच आवर्स होते तो कहीं ना कहीं डिफिकल्टी हो सकती है, बट हियर आई एम हैविंग फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, दैट मीन्स दिस अजम्पशन इज ट्रू. अगर ये अज्यूम करके ये सर्कुलर नोट इशू किया गया है, then this assumption is true. If this assumption is true, we can easily able to eliminate option number B, right? And at the same time, we can eliminate option number D as well. Clear? Now the second one, there may not be any break in the work of the organization as the employees will have their lunch break at different slots. अब यहाँ पे ये बोला जा रहा है कि यहाँ पे ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हर किसी को ब्रेक मिले ही मिले, लेकिन हाँ यहाँ पे एम्प्लॉयज़ क्या कर सकते हैं, डिफरेंट टाइम पे लंच ब्रेक ले सकते हैं. ज़रूरी नहीं कि सब एक साथ ही जाएं, बट डिफरेंट टाइम वो अकॉर्डिंगली देयर नीड वो कर सकते हैं. तो यहाँ पे ये वाला जो assumptions हैं ये भी हमारा क्या है, ठीक है. That means this assumption is also true. If it is true, that means option number A is also eliminated. Option number C is also eliminated because both are not referring the same thing, right? So here the option number E is the correct one. Both of the statements implicit over here. Very good, Radhe, right? Next. The next question is also from the same concept. Here what we are having, we are having one statement, and according to that what we have to do, we just simply have to check two assumptions whether they are impliciting this statement or not. It's very simple. Very good, Chandrasekhar. The statement is saying that the government has decided against reduction of prices of petroleum products through there is a significant drop in the crude oil prices in the international market. This is what? This is the statement we are having. I am just explaining you what statement is saying. जो गवर्नमेंट है उसने क्या किया है, उन्होंने अभी भी पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट के या फिर पेट्रोल की प्राइसेस कम नहीं की है, जबकि इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में क्या है, जो क्रूड ऑयल है उसकी प्राइसेस डिक्रीज हुई है या फिर उसमें गिरावट देखी गई है. दिस इज व्हाट वी आर हैविंग इन आवर स्टेटमेंट. नाउ अकॉर्डिंगली व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी जस्ट सिंपली हैव टू चेक आवर assumptions. So what is which option is correct over here? A, B, C, D, E. These are the 5 options we are having. Okay, Radhe, very good. Anyone else? Okay, first assumption. The price of crude oil in the international market may again increase in the near future. So यहाँ पे there is no information which is related to this particular statement. Here ये बात की जा रही है, मतलब मेन स्टेटमेंट हमारा ये है कि गवर्नमेंट अभी भी प्राइस रिड्यूस नहीं कर रही है. इसका फ्यूचर में इंक्रीज होगी कि नहीं होगी उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं, और यहाँ पे वैसे भी फिक्स नहीं बोला गया है कि फ्यूचर में इंक्रीज होगी. अगर इनकेस इंक्रीज होती भी है तो गवर्नमेंट क्या करेगी, पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स की प्राइस और ज़्यादा बढ़ा देगी. तो ये हमारा इतना रिलेवेंट नहीं है, ये नहीं है. दैट मीन्स वी कैन एलिमिनेट आवर ऑप्शन नंबर ए, राइट. If option number A is eliminated, that means we can eliminate our option number E as well, which is saying that if both assumption first and second are implicit, first one is not implicit, right. Second, the present prices difference of petroleum product will help the government to withstand any possible price rise in the future. Will help. Do we getting any context related to any help? No, because anyways what we see is like government already facing some crisis or some loss in the petroleum companies. So अगर यहाँ पे हमारे international market में price down भी हुए हैं तो वहाँ पे government को इतना benefit नहीं हुआ है, and that's why there are chances that government is refusing to reduce the price of the petroleum and petroleum products. So this statement is also not relevant or not implicit. So option number B is also eliminated, and at the same time option number C is also eliminated. We are having 5 options, and out of that 4 options are eliminated. That means your option number D is the correct one. Your option number D is the correct one. Very good, Ganesh, right? Now the next one. The next question is from the different category, and the question is saying that in making decision about important questions, it is desirable to be able to distinguish between strong arguments and weak arguments. Strong arguments are those which are both important and directly related to the question. Weak arguments are those which are minor importance and also may not be directly related to the question or may be related to the travel aspects of the questions. Each question has two arguments, numbered 1 and 2. You have to decide which of the argument is strong or weak, and these are the options we are having. Now, this is the question. The question is saying that should there be a complete ban on mining coal in India? So, this is what? This is our question. Now, on the basis of that, we are having two other arguments, and with the help of these arguments, what I have to do? I have to decide which one is strong and which one is weak. So, read the question carefully and let me know what answer you people are getting. It's a very easy one. In the critical reasoning, whenever we do talk about critical reasoning, all we need to do is we just simply need to understand the language, the words. We need to take care of each and every word that we are having in the question and in the subcategory we are having, right? And accordingly, we need to select our option. Okay, option number C, Radhe. Let's see. So, here we are talking about the complete ban. Here what we are doing? We are talking about the complete ban on the mining of what? Of mining of coal. Okay. First argument, yes, the present stock of coal will not last long if we continue mining at present rate. Here we are talking about complete ban. इसे हम तब कंसिडर कर सकते थे, बेसिकली जो फर्स्ट आर्ग्यूमेंट है वो ये कह रहा है कि हाँ हम क्या कर सकते हैं, जो प्रेजेंट कोल का हमारे पास स्टॉक है अगर हम इसी तरीके से माइनिंग करते रहे तो ख़त्म हो जाएगा, ठीक है। लेकिन यहाँ पे जो हम बात कर रहे हैं कंप्लीट बैन की बात कर रहे हैं कि माइनिंग बिल्कुल भी नहीं होगी, क्या ये सही है? नो, दिस इज नॉट माई स्ट्रॉन्ग आर्ग्यूमेंट, दिस कैन बी माई वीक आर्ग्यूमेंट, बट here what we are having all the options of the strong argument. So option number A is eliminated. If A is eliminated, C is also eliminated and E is also eliminated. Now I am only left with either option number B is the correct one or D is the correct one, right? Second, no, we do not have alternate energy source of sufficient quality. Yes, अगर हमने कंप्लीट बैन कर दी तो हमारे पास कोल जितना एनर्जी हम रिट्रीव कर पा रहे हैं उतना सफिशिएंट सोर्स हमारे पास और नहीं है, तो हम इसे कंप्लीट बैन तो नहीं कर सकते. दिस इज माय स्ट्रॉन्ग आर्ग्यूमेंट. दिस इज व्हाट? दिस इज माय स्ट्रॉन्ग argument. That means option number B is the correct one. Here option number B is the correct one. Very good, Shivanshu. Right? Here what option is correct? Option number B is the correct one. All we need to do is we just simply need to focus on the language as well as each and every word we are having under the critical reasoning. Next. The next question says that should there be uniform for students in the colleges in India as in the schools? क्वेश्चन ये बोलना चाह रहा है क्या हमें कॉलेजेस में स्कूल की तरह यूनिफॉर्म रख देने चाहिए क्या? ठीक है. Accordingly, what we are having two arguments. What you have to do, you just simply have to read them, need to understand them, and accordingly you need to choose your option. Very good, Ganesh. Now try to solve this particular question. It's a very easy one. Very good, Radhe. Anyone else? Okay, let's see. So first one, yes. This will improve the ambience of the college as all the students will be dressed decently or decently dressed. Yes, if we put the uniform type of culture, then there are chances that all the environment or all the MBS will look decent. So this is my strong argument. If this is my strong argument, that means option number B and option number D are eliminated, right? Second, no, college students should not be regimented and they should be left to choose their clothes for coming to the college. This means the restriction or the rules that we are putting forcefully, right? Forced or strictness, right? Okay. So according to this one, हाँ अगर हम लोगों ने ज़्यादा मतलब ऐसे force किया student को तो वो भी सही नहीं है. उन्हें हमें ये liberty देनी चाहिए so that like they can choose their clothes. So this is also my strong argument. And if both are the strong argument, that means option number E is the correct one. Option number E is the correct one. Very good, Ganesh and Srinivas for answering the question, but here the correct answer over here is your option number E. Both the arguments are the strong arguments. Here you need to understand that whenever we do talk about the strong argument and the weak argument, it is not like we need to choose either, right? कि या फिर तो ये होगा या फिर ये आंसर होगा. No, we just need to understand whatever argument we are putting, that is strong or not, right? Okay, next one. The next is again a different category, and the next question says that in each question below is given a statement followed by two course of action numbered 1 and 2nd. A course of action is a step or administrative decision to the taken for improvement follow the further action in regard to the problem policy, etc. On the basis of the information given in the statement to be true, then decided which of the following or which of the suggested course of action logically follows for the pursuing. And these are the options. Now, this is the first question from the course of action. This is your statement and these are the two course of action. Accordingly, you need to select which one is true. Just read the language carefully and let me know what answer you people are getting. Statement is saying that a major river in the city was reduced to a pollutant and dirty canal after tons of sewage made way into it over the years. यहाँ पे बोला जा रहा है एक मेजर रिवर थी जो सिटी में मतलब जो सिटी में थी बट अब वो क्या है वो बहुत ज़्यादा पॉल्यूटेड हो गई है और वो क्या है एक डर्टी कैनल में बदल गई. क्यों? क्योंकि वहाँ पे टन्स ऑफ सीवरेज वहाँ पे डंप किया जा रहा है. ठीक है, वो भी कई सालों से. ये मेरा स्टेटमेंट है. According to this, what I have to do, I just simply have to check the course of action. Okay, very good, Radhe. Anyone else? Let's see. First course of action. All those who dumped garbage and sewage into the river should be penalized. Can we able to identify कि कौन-कौन dump कर रहा है? No. तो ये तो course of action वैसे भी नहीं हो सकता because it's very difficult to identify those persons. If it is so, option number A, option number C and option number E. These three options are eliminated, right? Now I am only left with either option number B is my answer and option number D is my answer. Second course of action. The government should modify the sewage system and find an alternative way to dump the city's waste. Yes, अगर ऐसा हो रहा है तो गवर्नमेंट क्या कर सकती है? गवर्नमेंट एक ऑल्टरनेटिव वे फाइंड कर सकती है टू डंप ऑल द सीवरेज पार्ट एंड इससे क्या होगा? इससे जो पॉल्यूटेंट्स या फिर जो सीवरेज वेस्ट जो रिवर में मिल रहा है वो काफ़ी हद तक स्टॉप हो जाएगा. तो दिस इज माई कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन. इसमें क्या कर रही है गवर्नमेंट? मॉडिफाई कर रही है. दैट मीन्स योर ऑप्शन नंबर बी इज द करेक्ट वन. योर ऑप्शन नंबर बी इज द करेक्ट one, right? Ashwin, what we have to do, we just simply have to understand the language, but very good for answering the question and very good, Ganesh, right? Next, again the same one. Here you are having statements, and accordingly what you have to do, you just simply need to check the course of action accordingly. Shrivaslu, what we have to do, we just simply have to understand the language. Please do focus on each and every word you are having. Okay, let's try to understand the statement. Water table is in most part of the state has gone down to such a level that its extraction for irrigation purpose is not economical anymore. यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है, स्टेट में बहुत सारी जगह ऐसे हैं जहाँ पे हमारा जो ग्राउंड वाटर होता है उसकी बात यहाँ पे की जा रही है. तो उसमें जो वाटर लेवल हम देख रहे हैं, वाटर टेबल हम देख रहे हैं, वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा नीचे जा चुका है, मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा डेप्थ में जा चुका है. तो इरिगेशन के लिए, मतलब जो हम खेती वगैरह के लिए जो हम पानी या ग्राउंड वाटर यूज़ कर रहे हैं, अब वो इकोनॉमिकल नहीं रहा है. ठीक है, क्योंकि हमें उसको निकालने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट शायद यहाँ पे करना पड़ रहा है उसके एक्सट्रैक्शन के लिए, तो वो अब इकोनॉमिकल नहीं रहा है. दिस इज द व्हाट आवर स्टेटमेंट इज ट्राइंग टू से, राइट. Now accordingly what we have to do, we just simply need to understand the course of action which we are having, and accordingly we need to select our answer. Okay, very good Radhe. Anyone else? As I said, please do focus on each and every word we are having. Okay, course of action. First, extraction of groundwater for any purpose in the state should be banned for some टाइम इन ऑर्डर टू रिप्लेस द वाटर टेबल. यहाँ पे कह रहा है कि यार हमें क्या करना चाहिए, कुछ टाइम के लिए जो ग्राउंड वाटर का एक्सट्रैक्शन है वो किसी भी पर्पस के लिए, फॉर एनी पर्पस, हमें क्या कर देना चाहिए, बैन कर देना चाहिए. ठीक है, ताकि हम क्या कर सके, जो ग्राउंड वाटर है वो वापस से एक डिसेंट लेवल तक आ सके. व्हेनेवर वी डू हैव दीज काइंड ऑफ वर्ड्स, बैन, एनी, only, we specifically need to check these words, right. So यहाँ पे हम बैन तो बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकते, और ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है, हमें बोला गया है कि इरिगेशन के लिए इकोनॉमिकल नहीं है, but we don't know about the other purposes, like, so because of this हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि this is my course of action. So option number A and option number E and option number C. All these three are eliminated. Now again we are left with either option number B or option number D is my answer, right. Next, second one, the government should make provisions for alternative methods for irrigation so that the farmers are not compelled to use the groundwater. यहाँ पे सेकेंडली वही ये कह रहा है कि गवर्नमेंट को क्या करना चाहिए, गवर्नमेंट को कुछ और ऑल्टरनेटिव मेथड्स देने चाहिए फार्मर्स के लिए, ताकि वो इरिगेशन कर सकें और वो कहीं ना कहीं ग्राउंड वाटर पे इतनी डिपेंडेंसी ना रखें. ठीक है, सो दिस वन इज ट्रू बिकॉज क्योंकि फार्मर्स के लिए ये वैसे भी इकोनॉमिकल नहीं है, क्योंकि ग्राउंड वाटर बहुत ज़्यादा नीचे जा चुका है. दैट मीन्स योर ऑप्शन नंबर बी इज द करेक्ट वन. योर ऑप्शन नंबर बी इज द करेक्ट वन. वेरी गुड Ganesh, very good Ashwin, right. Next. The next one is very simple. This question is from the syllogisms and we already solved so many questions based on this, right. What we have to do, we are having our 4 statements, and accordingly first we need to draw the basic diagram, and afterwards we need to check these 4 conclusions whether they are true or not. So what is the correct answer of this one? This one is a very easy one. Any one of you in the comment section? Okay, Radhe, let's see. Very good Ganesh. Anyone else? Okay, let's see. Very good, Ganesh. Okay, some doctors are lawyers, right? All teachers are lawyers, right? Some engineers are lawyers. All engineers are businessmen. So this is my diagram, right? This is my basic diagram. Now accordingly, what I have to do, I have to check my conclusions. First, some teachers are doctors. Do we have any direct or indirect relation in between them? No. So can we say anything regarding this one? No. Do we have any of the other conclusion, do we have the same entities? No. That means we can't eliminate any option till now. Second, some businessmen are lawyers. Yes, we do have a common part over here. If it is so, that means this one is true. If this one is true, option number A is eliminated because it is saying that the none follows. No, second is true. Here option number C is also eliminated because it is saying that only third follows, right? Okay. In both of these options we are having second, so we can still consider these two options. Third, some businessmen are teachers. Are we having any common part over here? No. So can we say anything? No, can't say. If we are having this, then we need to check our last conclusions. Fourth, some lawyers are teachers. Do we have that? Yes. The whole teachers belongs to the lawyers only. That means this one is also true. If this one is also true, this option is eliminated and the correct answer over here is your option number D. The correct answer over here is your option number D. This is a very easy one, right? Very good, Avinash. Very good, Ashwin. Very good. Right? Option number D is the correct one. Next. This is a very good question. Here what we are having a small puzzle, right? This puzzle is from the concept of time, speed and distance. First, what you have to do, you have to retrieve the data from this particular puzzle and accordingly we have to answer these 4 questions. Clear? So, in this one, what you have to do, you have to calculate the time, distance and speed for each and every train you are having, and here you are having 5 trains. So, I am giving you 3 minutes time to retrieve all the values. If you are done with all the values, please let me know in the comment section. And trust me, this is a very, very good question. Right now it's 5:31. We'll start discussing it from 5:34. Please do remember, you have to calculate all the 3 segments for all the 5 trains: time, speed and distance. Or calculate any 2, right, so that you can easily able to retrieve the third one. Very simple. The question is saying that train A starts its journey at 5 AM and reaches the destination at 7 PM. So from this one you can easily able to retrieve the time required or time taken by train A, right? Next, train D covers 25% more distance than train A in 50% more time than A. Now you can easily able to retrieve the time taken by D also, right? B covers a distance equal to the distance covered by A and D together, and it takes 2 hours more than A. Now you can easily able to find out the time for B as well. Next, distance covered by E is 20% less than the train D. Speed of train C is 5 times the speed taken by train B, and it takes equal time as train A. Train C covers 12% more distance than train A. Speed of train C is 20% less than that of train E. So, how we are going to get the answers of this one? Speed of C explain कीजिए. Okay, anyone else? Okay, let's see. First, from this line we can easily able to get the time taken by train A. So, here time by train A, that is nothing but 14 hours. How I calculated is 5 am to 5 pm 12, and after that there is a gap of 2 from 5 pm to 7 pm. So, I just simply added this value. Now, the question is saying that train D covers 25% more distance than train A. We will calculate the distance later in 50% more time than A. Okay. So, here with the help of this one we can easily able to calculate the time taken by D. That is nothing but the 50% more than, that means 14 into 150 divided by 100, right. So, here with the help of what? With the help of 25 we can eliminate this. Here we are getting 4, here we are getting 6, here we are getting 3, here we are getting 2, and here we are getting 7. That means the time taken by train D is nothing but 21 hours. Is nothing but 21 hours. There is one more line which is given over here, that where it is? Okay. Time taken by train B is 2 hours more than the time taken by train A. So, time taken by train B is nothing but again equal to 14 hours, right. Okay. Do we have anything which is like related to this one? Now, what we will do, we will simply calculate the speed of train C first. Speed of train C first, it is very easy. Speed of train C. The speed of train C, it is given that the speed of train C is 5 times of the time taken by train B. That means 5 times of the time taken by B, and that is nothing but 14. That is nothing but, no, it is 2 hours more than, that means this is 16. This is 16 hours. So, speed of train C is nothing but this one, that is nothing but 80. Now, the unit we are taking is kilometers per hour. Why we are taking in hours? Because the time period that we are having or we are taking over here is the hours only. Is it clear till now? Anyone is having any doubt? Right? Now, the next one. Now, then in the next line it is given that do we have anything which is related to C or anything else? Okay. And it takes equal time than train C, okay, that means the time taken by C is also equal to 14 hours, is also equals to 14 hours. So, the time periods, we are having 4 time periods, we are only left with the E1, okay. Speed of train C is 20% less than that of train E. So, we can easily able to calculate the speed of train E as well, which is nothing but speed of train C is 20% less, okay. So, this person is 20% less. So, this is nothing but 80 is equals to x, we are assuming the speed of train E is x, multiplied by 80% of that one, that means the speed of train E is 100 kilometers per hour. The speed of train E is 100 kilometers per hour. Is it clear? Next, we are done with this line also, right? Okay, no, We are done with this one. Okay, next. Train C covers 12% more distance than train A. So first what we have to do, we have to calculate the distance covered by train C. So distance is nothing but speed into time. Here we are having speed, that is nothing but 80, and multiplied by the time taken by it, that is this one. If we multiply this, here we are getting 0, 2 and the 1 is carry forward, no, here 32, so 3 is carry forward and here we are having this one. So the distance covered by C is nothing but 1120 kilometers, right? Now the question is saying that train C covers 12% more distance than train A. So we can calculate the distance covered by train A as well. This is nothing but this distance is 12% more. So 1120 is nothing but x into 112 divided by 100. So distance covered by train A is nothing but 1000 kilometers. Is 1000 kilometers. Anyone is having any doubt, then please do ask me in the comment section, right? Okay, next one. So the next one is what we are having now, this one. Train D covers 25% more distance than train A, okay. So from this one we can easily able to calculate the distance covered by D, that is nothing but 1250. It is quite easy, it is 25% more, so we just simply need to add that 250 value, right. So the distance covered by D is 1250 kilometers. Now the distance covered by B is nothing but the total distance covered by A and B together, that is nothing but 2250 kilometers. 2250 kilometers. So we are done with this line. We are done with this line, and now what we have to do, we have to find out this distance covered by train E is 20% less than, okay. So distance by E, distance by E is 20% less than, okay. So 20% less than 250 is equals to x into 80 by 100. So this 1010 eliminated. Can we eliminate anything else? Here we can eliminate 4, 5, right? Now, okay, we can't eliminate, so we can keep it like this only, right? We can reduce it afterwards if it is required, right? We will discuss it afterwards if it is required. I guess if we will solve it, distance covered by train E is 20% less than that of train D. Train D, oh, that is 1250, right? Okay. Now with the help of this one, what we have to do, we just simply have to answer these few questions. So what is the value we are getting over here? Anyone, what is the value we are getting for this particular question? It's simple. What is the respective ratio speeds of train C and A? Speed C, that is 80, CA, that is 80, and the speed of train A, that is, we need to use a formula, that is distance upon time. Where is the distance for A? That is nothing but 1000. Right? So this one and this one is eliminated. 14 into 8 to the ratio 100. This is what we are getting. This is what we are getting, or you can also reduce it as 500 by 7. So if we multiply it, we will get 8, that is 56 by 50. Are we getting this? and if we reduce it, we can write it as 28 by 25. That means option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one. It's quite easy, but we can easily able to calculate it, right? Option number C is the correct one. Second, if the speed of train D is increased by 20%, then what is the time required to cover the distance by A? So first what we have to do, we have to increase the speed of D, train D by 20%. What is speed of train D? D, okay, we are not having that. So here we are having distance and the time. So first we need to calculate the speed of D. Speed of D is nothing but 1250 divided by 21 hours, right? This is the speed, this is the actual speed we are having. Now what the question is saying that? Question is saying that we need to increase it by 20%, 120 by 100. This is a new speed, right? This is the new speed. Now the question is saying that what is the time required to cover a distance covered by A, and the distance covered by A is 1000. So time is nothing but 1000 divided by 1250 into 120 divided by 21 into 100. This is my answer. And what we have to do, we have to solve this. And ultimately what we will get? We will get 14 hours as my answer, and option number E is the correct one. I will get my answer as 14 hours, right? Next. The next one is, what is the average distance covered by A, C and E together? So A, that is 1000, C, that is this one, and E, we need to calculate it, and we will get 1000 over here also, right? So 1000 plus 1120 plus 1000, and we need to divide it by 3 and we will get our answer. So the value we are getting is 3120 divided by 3, and here what we are getting? We are getting 1040 kilometers. Option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one. Last. The last question says that what is the respective ratio of speed of B to that of D? B to D. We need to find out the speed ratio of B to D. The speed of B, okay, again we need to calculate it. 2250 divided by 16, and for the D, distance D, 1250 and 21. 1250 and 21. We just simply need to solve this one. What we have to do, we just simply have to solve this one, and what value we will get? We will get 189 by ratio 80 as my correct answer. So this is a very good question, but for this one we need to do a lot of calculation, and in this one if we calculated the time and distance or the speed, either any two out of these three, of all these five, then we can easily able to get the values of each and every question we are having, right? Now the next one. So the next question says that Ms. Pooja Pushpan invests 13% of her monthly salary, that is rupees 8,554 in Mediclaim policies. Later, she invests 23% of her monthly salary on child education policies. Also, she invests another 8% of her monthly salary on mutual funds. What is the total annual amount invested by Miss Pooja Pushpan? So what answer we are getting over here? Very good Radhe, very good Sunil. Now try to solve this particular question. Here first what we have to do, we have to calculate what is the total monthly salary of Miss Pooja. What we have to do, first we need to calculate what is the monthly salary of Miss Pooja. as it is given that her monthly salary, the 13% of the monthly salary is nothing but equals to 8554. So from this one we can easily able to get the monthly salary. And this is nothing but, this is equals to 56,800 rupees. This is the monthly salary. And the total monthly investment, total monthly investment, that is nothing but 13% in mediclaim, 23% in education, and afterwards 8% in mutual fund. That means a total of 44%. So we need to find out the annually, right? So we can say that the annual investment, is nothing but 12 for the months, and she is investing 44% of her monthly salary. We just simply need to calculate this one, and when we do the calculation we will get option number C as our correct answer. We will get option number C as our correct answer. Again, it's an easy one, right? Next. The next question says that A has double the money of B and B has 50% more money than C. If average money of all the three persons is 12,000 rupees, how much money A have? This is a very, very easy one. Very good, Ashwin and Radhe, I guess you made some calculation mistake. Here the correct answer is option number C. Okay, now try to solve this one. Here we are having three persons and average of these three persons is given as 12,000. So easy one. So what answer we people are getting? Here we are having three people, right? A, B, C. I am just assuming that C is having 100 rupees. B is having 50% more than that of, that means B is having 150 rupees. A is having double of what B is having, that means A is having 300 rupees, right? We can assume this. Now, the question is saying that the average of these three. Now, if I find the average of these values, right? If I find the average of this one, what value we are getting? So, we are getting 550 divided by 3. This is what? This is my average, right? This is what? This is my average ratio. But according to the question, it is nothing but it is equals to 12,000, right? It is equals to 12,000. That means the value of 1 is nothing but 12,000 multiplied by 3 divided by 550, right? So ultimately we can say that this is nothing but 3600 divided by 55. Now the question is saying that what we have to do, we have to find out the money having by A. So what we will do, we just simply multiply this value by 3600 by 55. So what value we are getting? 300 into 3600 divided by 55. As we can see that in the denominator we are having 11, that means we need to eliminate one value by 5. So here we are getting 11 and here we are getting 60, right? And when we do the multiplication 0, 0 and 0, 6, 6 36 and the 3 is carry forward, 18, 18 and 3, that is 21. And this is my answer. That means option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one, right? This is a very easy one. Very good, Radhe. Next one. The next question says that one fill pipe A takes 3 minutes more to fill the cistern than 2 pipes A and B open together to fill it. Second pipe B takes 21 1/3 minutes more to fill the cistern than 2 fill pipes A and B open together to fill it. When will the cistern be full if both pipes are open simultaneously? What we have to do, we just simply have to find out the time period taken by both the filled pipes if they are open together to fill the cistern. It's a very easy one. It's a one-line question. The question is very simple. Here we are having 2 pipes A and B. Both are filling one, right? The question is saying that if A is filling the tank, he is taking, or A is taking 3 minutes more, right? 3 minutes more. But while pipe B or tap B is taking, it is taking 21 1/3 minutes more. So here what we can write? We can 64/3. We can write it is taking 64/3 minutes, right? Now what we have to do? We have to find out how much time taken by A and B both together. It's very simple. Whenever you do have this type of question, just simply put square root and multiply these two values. 3 into 64/3, this 3 and this 3 eliminated, here we are left with 64 and the answer is 8 minutes. If these two pipes start filling the cistern together, so they can fill the cistern in 8 minutes. It's a very simple one, right? Next. The next question says that a rectangular tank measuring 5 meter, 4.5 meters and 2.1 meter is dug in the center of the field measuring 13.5 into 2.5 meter. The earth dug out is spread evenly over the remaining portion of the field. How much is the level of the field raised? This is again a very easy one. First what we have to do, we have to find out the area of the field because we are digging in this particular field. So area. Area is calculated by length into breadth. That means we just simply need to multiply 13.5 multiplied by 2.5, right? So what value we are getting? We are getting 33.75 meter square. Now what we have to do, we need to find out in how much area we are spreading this particular portion that we are digging out, right? So we need to find out this particular area first. Area of rectangular tank, and that is nothing but 5 meters into 4.5 meters. We are not going to consider the height. Why we are not going to consider it? Because we need to spread the sand that we are getting from this particular rectangular tank on the remaining portion as it is clearly mentioned in this one, right? So the area that we are getting is 22.5 meter square. So the remaining portion in which we need to spread this particular sand, remaining portion 33.75 minus 22.5. So this is nothing but 11.25 meter square. We need to spread our sand on this 11.25 meter square. But what we have to do, we need to find out how much level is increased. So that is nothing but, we can just assume it as H, right. So we can say that the area of this field with height is nothing but equal to the volume of this one, 5 into 4.5 into 2.1. As you will multiply this, you can easily able to get the value of H, and the value of H that you are getting is 4.2 meters. You will get the value as 4.2 meters. Option number C is the correct one. Very good, Radhe, right? Option number C is the correct one. Next, the next question says that a box contains 5 green, 4 yellow and 3 white marbles. 3 marbles are drawn at random. What is the probability that they are not of the same color? What we have to do? We have to find out the probability in which they are not of the same colors. Again, it's a very easy one. So how many total balls we are having? We are having 7, 7 plus 5, 12 balls or 12 marbles. We are not having balls this time, we are having marbles, right. Now the question is saying that 3 marbles we are drawing at random, right, but we need the probability that they are not of the same color. But we are just assuming that what if they are of same color? First we are getting the probability if they are of same color. So if I want all the 3 marbles of the green color, so the way of selection is 5C3 plus 4C3, all are of yellow colors, plus 3C3. Why I am using plus? Because I may have this case or this case. So what value we are getting? Here we are getting 5 into 4 into 3 divided by 3 into 2 into 1 plus here what you will get? You will get 4 into 3 into 2 divided by 3 into 2 into 1 plus 1, right. So here this 2 and this is eliminated. Here we are getting 10 plus 4 plus 1. So here the possible cases that we are having is 15 cases. But this is not what the question is asking, right? This is not what the question is asking. Now we need to find out the probability, and the probability of getting one ball of all the same colors. Marbles of same color. That is nothing but 15 divided by the sample space. Now I am having 12 marbles, I only want 3. So the way of selection is 12C3. So this can be written as 12C3 can be written as 12 into 11 into 10 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. 4, 5. Here 220. Here the value that you are getting is 15 by 220. But the question is asking that we need to find out the probability that they are not of the same color. So probability not of same color is nothing but 1 minus the probability of same color, right. So this is nothing but 1 minus 15 by 220, and here with the help of what? With the help of 3 we can reduce it. Here, no, with the help of 5 we can reduce it. here we are getting 3 and 44. So 44 minus 3 by 44, here we are getting 41 by 44. Option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one. So these are the questions that we took from the IBPS clerk mains examination. We are having more questions, but we only solved these questions, right? So what we observed that they are mainly focusing on the calculations. If you observed in all the questions that we solved in today's session, they are mainly focusing on the calculations that you have to do in the sessions, right? So be careful while doing the calculation, because of some minor error you might get the wrong answer. But before ending the session, there is one important announcement that we need to make. So the ACE is offering RRB NTPC course, which is pre-recorded course. So here what you are doing, what you are getting the recorded lectures of 400 plus hours, where you are like getting all the subjects. You are getting a 360-degree of the coverage, and here you are also getting the previous years as well. But there is one benefit. Right now ACE is offering 25% discount on RRB NTPC course, and here these are the 3 models through which you can choose accordingly. Or you can also do one thing, you can just simply scan this particular QR code so that you can directly get towards that particular link, and by using this particular code you are getting 25% off on RRB NTPC course. Similarly, if anyone is preparing for RRB JEE paper CBT1, then you are also getting the course for this one, and by using ACE 20 you are getting 20% off. And if you are preparing for CBT second, where these branches are specified like CE, ME, EE, EC and CS, then at the same time you can again use this particular code for 20% off. And if you are preparing for the CGL examination, then again this code is beneficial to get the 20% off. So with this one, let's end this session over here only. We'll meet in the next session. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, bye bye, and thank you so much for watching this video.